Good evening. This is my website. Basically, I'm account controller. I'm just gonna skim quickly through this. This is my account controller. Basically, handles my login. So my role-based login, but my admin and my client, whoever registers, and then they can log in. I have a client controller, handles all the clients. Contract controller handles all the contracts. We have service requests, which handles the service requests that's going to be made. We have an application DB handles all the different other things. Um, we have our migrations. Here's our different migrations. You just go scroll down. We have different models. We have application user, which is basically our admin or client. We have the client. We have contracts, contract status, service requests, so on. Okay, so basically I'm gonna move on to my patterns. Different patterns that I chose in my part 1 and I'm using now in part 2 is the repository method, the factory method, the template method pattern. So starting off with my repository method, I have my contract repository, and in my interface clause my I contract repository. So basically this just handles the database. So what my repository pattern basically do is it just handles my database logic for me. So instead of the controller doing the database logic, my repository does it. So that just keeps things a bit cleaner and less messy, and that will basically help that the database be less messy. So it helps in a way as well with the unit testing. So that is why I went with that one. In that route, let me rather say it like that. My factory pattern also do that for my contracts. I mostly use that in my contracts. Please do excuse me if I speak like this. It's just I have a bit of to take my factory pattern I use in my contracts. I divided this basically into subclasses. I didn't put it in a folder now, but my subclasses, which is basically my come on, premium premium contract factory, standard contract factory, come on, contract factory, and contract factory select. Yep. So that basically just helps with the different contracts that we have. So now it is easy to check and to create those contracts, because now when one client do select a contract, then the system can go get that based on this class in our factory class. So that makes it also more easier. I believe that is also the reason why I chose that one. And lastly, the template method, we use that in in the request processor and standard request processor. So this basically just make sure that the system in the, let's say, the service request, it keeps the workflow consistent. So basically how the user should use that, basically, let me rather say the logic they must use. So it must be consistent. Does help with that consistency so that the workflow is not broken, so that they follow each steps accordingly each time. So every service request follows the same steps. So that keeps with good workflow basically. I have my modules. Let me move on quickly, and then here I have my tests. Test clause. Okay, I'm just gonna run quickly for your test. Go to the terminal. Come. Also, just to give a more about my test, a little bit more about my test, I have 14 tests, yes, and all 14 of them pass. I don't know if you guys can see. Just gonna scroll up for you. Give you paste that. Also want to show a database over there. It's my database, the different tables. Over there we go. A book pack. Also, just to want to show one more thing in my uploads. This is what we're gonna see. There is things that I have on my site already. I'm just gonna run that for us quickly, just to show you. Sorry for the noise in the background. I'm gonna pull that. I'm going to run. Oh no. See. What's the problem? Just do that. I need to pull it. I can run. Okay. So here is my website. There we go. And you can see this is my website. Okay, so I'm gonna firstly log in as an admin. Admin 1, 2, 3. Okay, here is what we have. I have a contracts. Just view contract. Over here, I have my status. Then I can download a contract. It will take me days. That's the thing that I have. Go back. I can create a service request. Here's a service request I can create. Here's the service request I have. You can make some changes. I can edit as well. I will go home quickly and then just show you my folder. Contracts. So search, come, can search back. Expired. So the folder works, and I'm just gonna log out and just log in as someone, and then log in. Yeah, you can register as well, but just to save time, I'm just going to log in with one email we already have. So just go with this one. And this is now the client side basically. The client can see what they have. They can only view the things, they can download it and they can view it. The service requested, they can only also view it. Like I said now, the progress as well, that's being done by the admin, but that is it for me.